Hello viewers, welcome to the next section of the course, Seeing is Believing. In this section, you will be able to understand the steps required in the construction process of a QlikView document, identify what dimensions and expressions are within the context of a QlikView document, build charts to visualize and aggregate data, design a basic user interface for navigating through the QlikView document. Now we will look at the first video of the section, which deals with preparing the workspace with SIB. In this video, we will see the introduction to SIB. Then we will understand the requirements to prepare the workspace. We will start with an introduction to the term SIB. So, SIB, an acronym for Seeing is Believing, is the proof of concept session in which, during the pre-scale process, the technical capabilities of the QlikView software are demonstrated to the prospective customer. The way we demo QlikView at this stage usually involves creating a targeted QlikView document that uses the customer's actual data in a limited amount of time. That's why in this section, we will build a QlikView document based on real and useful data focused on High Cloud Airlines' line of business. The dataset we will use is publicly available and covers information about airline operations in the US. Let's prepare the workspace. Before we start, we need to make sure we have everything we'll need throughout this section. Since the previous section covered the QlikView desktop installation process, we assume that it is already installed on your machine by now. If not, please take a moment to install it before continuing. Now we will set up the folder structure. We will create a Windows folder structure with which we'll work throughout the course. This set of folders will help us organize the various files we'll be using and arrange them by the specific role these files play in our project. A typical QlikView deployment scenario will include different types of files, but for now, we'll just focus on two of them: the source data files, the QlikView document. Here, we need to perform a few steps to set up the environment. First, we will create a Windows folder with which you will work throughout the video course and call it QlikView Development. Inside this folder, we will create another one. This folder will specifically be used to store the set of files we will work with. You may name the new folder as Airline Operations. Then within the Airline Operations folder, we will create two additional subfolders, one called Data Files and another named as Apps. Post that, in the Data Files folder, we will create yet another folder and name it QVDs. This is the final folder structure, which you can see in the highlighted path. After that, we will copy the QVD files corresponding to this section into the Data Files or QVDs folder. So we have successfully placed all the QVD files of the airline operation into the QVDs folder. Our environment is almost set up. The only thing left is to create the QlikView document. First, we will launch the QlikView program. Then click on the File menu and select New. The Getting Started wizard dialog has instantly appeared, asking to select a data source. We will, for now, ignore it. Click on Cancel. Don't worry if this dialog window doesn't appear when launching QlikView. Here we will go to the File menu again and click on Save As option. We will save the document inside the Airline Operations within Apps folder and name it airlineoperations.qvw. Now that we have our environment ready, let's move on to create our analytical application. In the QlikView Personal Edition window, click on OK as an acknowledgement for creating first QlikView document. QlikView documents are often referred to as applications or apps, as they offer a much more interactive experience than the term document would imply. We will be using the terms document, application, and app interchangeably. In this video, we have been introduced to SIB and gone through the procedure for setting up the environment to create the QlikView document.